gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on another team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Blue Devils will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So North Carolina's offense will have the football first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll give it to him again. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Slings it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class and this next cycle.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Lopez wants to fire. Still looking, on the move. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Got it behind the line. It's King. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some...
Flying down the left side. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Once he got some room, it was over. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Firing to the right, complete.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
And the Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The Tar Heels are marching down the field. Buys a little time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Lopez to pass. Pressure coming. Right on target this time. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm. And that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
And the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell, pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. Quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest with the big boys out in front, creating a path.
Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
On the run, it's Moore. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Little. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
How many 1st downs is that, guys, on this drive alone? This defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Blue Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Lopez wants to fire. On the run, still looking. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Running back searching for a hole. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Dances away. He's got him. At the 45 on his way. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making it.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense. Gives it on the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Blue Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
The Blue Devils are flying down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Blue Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. Marches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Lopez to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it! And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. And the Tar Heels have moved it inside the 20. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Tar Heels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, UNC! A great catch and run for 6. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same.
There he goes. He's at the 40, and he's brought down after a huge completion.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The RPO, it's complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and throws off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Blue Devils are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Gives it on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Duke. Great job by the back on the option.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They go 83 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Lopez wants to fire. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. They'll run the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Got it near midfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
He's got it on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball back quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground.
There he goes. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Grabs it in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Tar Heels want to move quickly. Lopez to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He rifles one deep down the right side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Going the other way, and he takes it all the way back. Oh, what a way to finish the half, and what a disastrous way for this offense.
And just when you thought this half was going to end ho-hum, the offense coughs it up, and the defense is able to not only recover the fumble, but they take it back for a touchdown. They steal more points before heading in at halftime.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, what a move. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets loose in the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Duke. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. He fires one deep down the right side. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The Tar Heels are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Lopez wants to fire. Going deep. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Secures it at the 30. And the returner is stopped. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Turns it on in midfield. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Now on first down from the 43. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And that is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Lopez to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hall. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Now rolling to the left. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jones. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Lost one deep down the right side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Makes a move. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
North Carolina, 17.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Little. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They've got a 1st and 10 as we're inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. They'll try the left side. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Got his man in the middle.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Blue Devils! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Going up top. Brings it down on the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous. There he goes to the right. Defense got it. They're on the run. The tag. Touchdown, Duke. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this defense has been flying around. They are everywhere. There's 6 sacks on the day, spreading it around, multiple people coming from every angle. This QB has had a nightmare of a day.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lopez wants to fire. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? quick strike complete. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Touchdown, North Carolina! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it inside the 30. There he goes to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
And that's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home. And come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Gets the back moving. Lopez to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Tar Heels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It worked.
Intercepted, number 19. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Duke. The defense putting points on the board. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
this is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what does everybody look at? Like, how many games do you win? Who do you beat is important, right? Do you beat your rivals? Like, there's so much more. Do you have the team's ears still? So there's a lot that goes into decision-making, but it was definitely a disappointing season.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quick pass on the jet motion. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Now on second down. Takes a handoff. It's Hall. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Lopez wants to fire. Fakes the grab. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. Where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The